Okay, we're gonna do a unboxing on these. This is the WEC Kit 2. These were sent to us by GODOX. I think that's how you would pronounce it, GODOX. They were sent to us to do a review on. We did not get paid to do this review, so we're gonna give you an honest review on what we think of these wireless microphones. So if we open up the package, let's go ahead and start with that. It's always easier when you look at it before you do it. And the package did kind of come in messed up, but I don't think it affected anything, I hope not. Let's take a look at this. So here's what you get inside the box. A very thick instruction manual. It's really nice they give you that. Oh wow, give you a nice little case. Man, that's a +1 right there for that. I don't get any cases with any of the other wireless mics that I've been sent, so this is really nice to have a wireless mic that has a really nice case. Okay, so we had to change our batteries in our camera, so we're gonna go ahead and unzip this. This is a nice pouch. So if you see in here, it's got a nice little holding part right here for all your accessories. You get a Type-C to USB-A, which most of them come with, which is really nice. That way you can charge everything. Ooh, you get a little dead mouse, or dead cat, sorry. I'm listening to too much music lately. Looks like it just snaps on from the way it looks on the bottom there. They give you one of those. Oh, looks like there's two. Hold on, I apologize. There's actually two of them in here. That is nice. They feel really good. They're super soft, kind of like a we used to have in the Lucky Rabbit's foot or whatever. That's what they actually feel like. And then it looks like you have a TRC, and then a TRCC or TRRC. So you got the 2-prong, and then you have the 3-prong. So they give you both. One for cell phone, one for camera. There is a major difference between the 3-prong and the 2-prong. So please make sure you know the differences before you plug it in like I've done and you get screwed out of your footage. Definitely make sure to throw this stuff away. And then in here, wow, this thing is tiny. Wow. I'm gonna have to show you some other wireless mics that I have, and I will show you how big the case is. This is insane. This is like smaller than the camera I'm shooting this on, the Sony camera. In comparison, here's one of my fingers. This thing is tiny. Wow. This is so portable. And you got this case too underneath, which is really awesome. So that is really nice. So if we take a look at all the stuff that you get with it, with the case, and you get your USB and your TRC cables, and then over here, and then you get this, and this opens up. Wow, these are small. So let me do some in-depth. Oh, it even tells you 76 up here. Wow, that's nice. So it's got your Type-C down here to be able to do that. And then we'll take these out and we'll do some tests with these and see, kind of size and the quality of sound that you get. I want to give you a size comparison. These are the wireless mics here, and these are the DJI mics. I'm not joking with you, this thing is almost twice as big in width and length and weight. These weigh 3 times, if not 4 times as much as these. But if you put in the comparison, that's how big the case is. And this DJI case is actually not that big if you look at it in comparison to other wireless mics that I have. I have a ton of wireless mics. So if you look inside here on the DJI, that's what theirs look like, how big it is. And then over here, that's how big it is. And I'll do some comparisons of look how small in comparison these are to these. It's crazy. These are really nice and very small and portable and compact. Here's a size comparison as well. This is how big this is, and then this is how big the DJI. And then the DJIs are not very big, and these are way smaller. Man, these are nice. I'm very blown away at the compatibility of what these can do and the size. It's pretty crazy how small these are. And they're very, very tiny. I mean, it's like my finger. It's crazy. So let's go over all the pieces. This is the receiver, and you got the TX1, TX2, because there's 2 receivers. And this is your RX. Now they have some nice clamps on them. These are really nice. I like those. And then you have your power button here, and then your out there. That's the charging ports up there. And then you have a Type C, which is really nice that they give you a Type C on here. And then I'll have to figure out what these 2 buttons right here do. They probably scroll through the menu. But these are really, really, really nice the way they are set up. And then if you look at the actual receiver, sorry about my camera not going into focus very well, but go back a little bit here. You notice that they do have these plastic pieces on the bottom. We'll definitely want to remove those so that they can charge. They have a Type C on the bottom of this one, and definitely on this one. They both have, on these, they both have really nice clamps. When you push on them, and they kind of feel like they're metal, but they might be plastic, but they feel very, very secure, which is really, really, like, the quality of these are very nice, and they're extremely small. Look, just drop them. And over here you've got your power button. I'm sure this goes through the menu here, and then the actual microphone is in here. So I want to do some tests with these and see the quality of them so I can tell you how good they are, and I can put them up against the DJI, the Rode. I have all of them. So you've got your USB charging ports on the bottoms of these, and then on the actual receiver, I believe it has it on the top right here. Yeah, it has it right there. So, and this has got a larger one, which will probably go into a shoe, so you can put it on the top of your camera, and we'll see if we can do that as well. So we'll do some tests with all of these and kind of see what the quality of sound is. Okay, so I want to make this video to show you what it's going to sound like coming out of the Sony camera. This is the internal microphone of the Sony camera. This is a large building. It is, you know, approximately 30 by 30. It does have a, I think, 15 to 16 foot ceiling, so it's probably going to echo pretty bad, but I want to show you the video of what this is going to sound like in comparison with just the internal microphone of the Sony camera. This is the Sony ZV-1F. And then we'll do a comparison of what it'll sound like with the external mics that we're about to hook up. So let me know how this sounds, how this looks. It doesn't look like I'm pegging out. Everything looks like it's pretty good. So I want to make sure this sounds good, but this is actually using the external mics here. We have the receiver on top of the Sony camera. I want to see how this sounds in comparison to the internal mic of the Sony ZV-1F. We'll also put this mic up against some other ones that we have. That way we can kind of see a comparison of what it'll sound like. We'll take it outside, put the little wind muff on it, and see how that sounds as well. But it is nice. It's very small. I'm gonna put on my hat and try that as well and see how that sounds. So we'll do some comparison with that. We'll do some walking around. We'll do a lot of different videos showing you the differences of what this sounds like comparable to other cameras as well. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little test of it, holding it in my hand, see how this sounds, see how this is. I try to put it on my hat, but the spring load part right here is not very big. So it doesn't want to sit on the bill of my hat, so it's not very big. So when you try to put it on the hat, it's not that big. It's gonna stick out like really far. So how's this sound with me holding it here? I'll put it on a mic stand too and see how that sounds as well. We'll put like a muff over it and see what it does. So the sound looks good when I'm looking at the LCD to see what's coming out of it. It looks great, but I want to see how it sounds in comparison on the actual camera itself. So now we have it on our mic stand right here. I want to see how this sounds with it being, you know, about 12 inches. Well, I'd say more about 8 inches away from my mouth. Like if I come back a little bit, does that change, you know, 8 to 12 inches? Does that change with it being comparable onto my shirt? You know, things like that. I want to see how the sound quality is when we start getting away from it, because this is a large building. Is it going to start echoing? Is it going to cut out? Is it going to blast? Are we going to get distortion? Any of those things. So that's my biggest thing I want to see with this. It does have a really large, looks like microphone in it, comparable like on the top of the Sony ZV-1F, but it looks really cool. I'm hoping the sound quality is as good as this thing looks, because as small as this is, it would be great and portable to be able to use. So let me know how this sounds being about, I'm gonna get up pretty close, let's say about 5 inches right now. Let's see how it sounds with me back about almost a foot and a half away from it. How does it sound here? Does it sound blown out here? Does it sound good? You know, let me know what you guys think from here. I want to be able to use these to do interviews all the time with people, and sometimes people can't stay consistent with there. And if I put it on here and they have like a beard or they have anything going on right here, it'll scratch up against there, it'll make any kind of noise. So it'd be nice to be able to sit them in a chair, and if they move or they go further back or forward, it'll still sound pretty good, and we're not gonna get the echoing like we've done with other mics. We've had problems with them echoing really bad when you get away from them, or when you get too close, they'll blast you real hard, and then we have to change the sound every single time a person talks. So I'm going to be shooting, this is still in front of me like it was on the mic stand. I'm gonna be shooting a few videos coming up with this particular mic, and then I'm gonna shoot a few videos with the DJI. I have the Rode, I have probably about 20 different sets of wireless mics. So I'll shoot some different videos and show you the sound quality of these, the reception, how far. I'll put the wind muff on them, I'll take them outside. Let me know what you guys think in comparison. We'll do some comparison videos of the wireless mics and size, sound quality, all that stuff, and see what we can get into. But I wanted to make this video today of an unboxing of these, show you guys what they do, kind of like the basic parts and fundamentals of what these wireless mics are, you know, their stats, their details, what comes in the box and unboxing. But then we'll do some comparison videos here in the future as well. So I just want to show you guys what this is all about, and then we'll make future videos on these actual particular mics with other mics as well. Okay, so I'm walking around right now. I wanted to see what would happen if I started moving or walking around with this. So how does this sound if you walk around or you move? Does it sound good? Does it sound distorted with my neck going up against it, my beard, any of my hair? Does any of that stuff cause a problem with the mic? Because that's the biggest thing, is when we're interviewing people, we have to be able to have this walk around sometimes and it not scratch. So it does not come with a magnet. That's my only negative I can say about it so far. All my other mics do have a magnet right here, so you can magnetize it, put it behind the shirt, which is nice, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. It's so small, that's actually what helps a lot. So I do like these a lot so far. We'll see how the sound quality is. That's gonna be the time to tell right now, is how the sound quality is. That's the biggest thing that you buy these for, is the sound quality. So now I'm outside and I've got an air conditioner heater unit going. I wanna see if that affects this at all. So I am outside, it's pitch black dark. Sony camera does amazing in the actual dark, but I'm standing by something that's pretty loud. I wanna see if it can pick that up, if that affects this mic at all, if that causes any kind of distortion or anything like that with it. I wanna see how far it'll pick up the background noise as bad as other mics do, because some of them will pick up our air conditioner, our heater, any of that kind of stuff. So let me see if it does it again when I'm over here and the wind's blowing on it. See if that works. So, but how does that sound? Does it sound good with it being outside? This is outside, right there next to the air conditioner heater. See if it does anything weird right there. So I want to say in conclusion that these GODOX microphones, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, they do work really well. I like everything about them, especially the size is the #1 thing I like about them the most. But the quality is good, they sound good, they work really well. I like the rechargeable case, and it's extremely small as well. So I have zero complaints about them so far. The only thing is I wish they made a little magnetic thing like the other ones do, where you can magnetize them to your shirt and things like that. But other than that, I have zero complaints about these. They work really well and the quality is really nice. So in theory, I'm gonna make some more videos doing some more tests with these in different cameras and different setups and different environments, and we'll show you guys how long they last too. We'll do a 30-day, 60-day, maybe a 90-day review as well.